Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the virus edition, a.k.a. the Pandy Pods.
A.k.a. two nice guys. We're just ourselves. There's no disguise.
Yeah, a.k.a. Sklar's loving them capital thugs behind bars. Taylor Green and the Q with single-digit IQs said this before. Give those damn twins a prime show.
Hey-o.
Peace, Brian, Mateo, Venegas. I love you, buddy.
Love him, man.
He popped up on stereo. You guys got to follow us on the stereo app. Free. Enjoy us. We do these conversations post-show.
We break down the hottest topic of the day, and we get your opinions. We get to hear from you.
It's such a good discussion. Follow me, follow Jason, and then we'll do a live sort of. It's almost like an old school radio show. It's so much fun.
Like yeah.
So we do that on Mondays and Wednesdays for Sklar Country, the virus edition, at 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Yep.
Tuesdays we do Dumb People Town at 4. So when this drops on the Wednesday, it's going to be 3 p.m. today, and Friday we do Sports Talk Friday at 3. We got a great story today. We're going to jump into it right away because as Brian Mateo Venegas had said,
as he brought up the rioters,
he brought them up,
and
so
we've said this numerous times on this show. We love it when people who thought they could just storm the Capitol
and get away with it
get nailed.
Yep.
Right?
I love it when they get. It's so satisfying
right,
to see
and
them
you
get
know
nailed.
that they thought that they could get away with it by how dog crap their excuses are.
They spent all their time and effort on the planning, the pre-planning, and the carrying out of it, and zero on the getaway.
On the getaway.
That's right.
Let's be honest, because there are two types of people who stormed the Capitol.
That's
all
right.
There's the straight-up idiots who were duped into believing that the election was stolen.
These are dummies who believe in Jewish space lasers.
Dummies who have so much white rage inside of them that all they need was a tiny little push over the cliff. And the other group are the people who pushed them.
Push.
That's it. That's who was storming the Capitol.
That's right.
And as we're finding out, as Randy mentioned, they spent so much more time organizing that shit than people onlookers believe, because it just looked like a massive chaos at some point.
Just like, we're going to D.C. and then I guess we're all going to go here. No, there was so much
white
planning.
Supremacists. There were white right-wing terrorist groups that treated this chaos like a military mission.
By the way, the head of the FBI called the people who stormed the Capitol domestic terrorists. That's what they are.
We're not making it up.
We're not just. That's the head of the FBI.
They were wearing tactical gear.
Yep.
They had weapons. They had hand signals. They were out there to create lasting damage.
Yes, they were.
To our democracy, to our country.
Two people.
Crazy part is this. Had they, as Randy mentioned, had they only
just
spent as much time
as
on
they did
their
on-
excuses
That's right.
or their exit strategy as they did on their planning of the event,
They wouldn't have gotten caught.
they wouldn't be in these predicaments.
You wasted your time on
But
the pre-plan.
thankfully,
Yeah.
thankfully for us and
And the
thankfully
comedy
for
of this show, yeah.
they did, and that's exactly where we are in this crazy story today. A leader, not the leader, but a leader of the Proud Boys is considered a flight risk
Flight risk.
from this country.
Yeah, but
Wait,
I thought you loved America more than everybody. I thought this was your country.
I thought you were going to stick around and try to make it great again.
Yeah.
No, that's not you. You want to flee this
You're
country?
going to flee and disappear like some liberal coward? Is that what you're going to do?
Woo! And where does it say to be a flight risk in your manifesto? Huh?
Yeah, I didn't
missed
read
that part.
Didn't read that. Is that the hidden chapter of the
I
Proud
think
Boys?
so. I think it's at the end.
Yeah.
Well, according to the DOJ, this Proud Boys leader is considered a flight risk mainly because of what was found at his house and his wife.
His wife was in on it too. His wife.
Does that make her a proud girl or a scared girl? I don't know. I don't know
both.
what their relationship is all about.
Both.
But probably a little bit of both. So the police and the FBI,
I know she's not talking back.
No, that's true. So the police and the FBI executed a search warrant of this guy's house.
Yeah.
And they found something very curious on the nightstand next to the bed in the master bedroom.
3 Bruno Mars CDs.
No. That is not what they found.
Blu-ray copy of Black Panther.
Nope.
An autographed copy of a book written by Michelle Obama.
No, come on.
Okay. Jonathan Franzen's The Corrections.
No, absolutely not.
All right.
Okay. They found
the anal intruder.
Yes.
Okay.
And they also found right next to his wife's passport, which was on her passport. You know how your passport is
your
always
passport's
out
just hanging out on your nightstand. Sure.
It's like a coaster. We use passports like coasters in our
I'm
house.
just going to put the water on my passport.
Next to his wife's passport was a passport with what looked like this dude's picture.
Yeah.
And another man's name on it. First of all, I'm going to say that's a surprise to me
Because you don't peg these people as international travelers.
Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, they go to the annual wine festival in Adelaide.
They do?
Yes, in Australia
Okay.
every single year. And they hike Machu Picchu all the They're just trying to take in culture. And every once in a while.
A neo-Nazi rally in Berlin.
Okay, fine.
Okay?
That's
sometimes
one
you
of
gotta
the
hit that
things
one.
you like to hit.
All right, fine. Every fall.
Like you could have just said, if we would have just said passport, like if they just said passport, I would have been like, come
Impossible.
on. That's funnier than Jonathan Franzen's The Corrections.
Thank you.
And less believable. And less believable.
And less believable.
Then I realized, oh, you need a passport.
Yeah, when you're about to flee the country for
Right.
something because you're afraid of getting caught for something
The
you
country
did.
you pretended to care about more than anyone
Getting
else.
caught for something you did you know was wrong. So that's why you're fleeing.
That's when you grab that passport. Mm-hmm. And you will probably want to change your identity because you did little to hide who you were on national TV while you were storming the Capitol.
That's right.
So what do you do? And this is the question, and this is to me what this story is about. What do you do when you get caught red-handed at the scene of the crime? You are busted,
You're
right?
busted. Yep.
They found your real passport with a fake identity on it, but your photo, so you're checkmated into a corner, right?
You're done, right?
You're done, right?
I don't.
Not if you're a follower of Donald Trump.
Nope.
Donald Trump, the man who got caught doing everything wrong.
He got caught doing everything wrong and in the wrong moment and everything, but to him, it doesn't matter.
Right. And all he did was just in those moments when he was caught and he was in a corner, he just lied like his life depended. Like the truth. Like if he told the truth, he would kill himself.
That's right.
That's it. That's the
truth
model.
Is death to him.
Right? So that's the model that these guys
Yeah.
who put everything they have into Trump, that's what they live
Just
by.
buy in so hard to your dumb lie. It's like O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson, at this point,
I think he believes he didn't murder anyone.
He believes he didn't murder anybody.
In his heart and soul.
That's right, because
And
he's
then-
lied so much about it. He's lied it into his brain to be true.
If you go so hard in on the lie,
That's right.
you will eventually get people to back off of the truth because people believe the truth to a degree, but you could probably outwork them.
People believe the truth, but they also believe when someone else has confidence.
Right.
If someone else has a lot of
You can
confidence in
sell
what
it.
they're saying,
you can
sell
try
it.
and sell it. The disbelief and shock almost like people are when someone says the lie
Mm-hmm.
and it's so shocking and it you can't understand the logic behind it so much.
Some people will
you're
believe
caught
that.
in this like disbelief moment. It's almost like you're stunned, you're in shock for a moment, and they can get around it. They can get around you while you're stuck and you're in shock.
They can get around it, but the authorities can't.
Yeah,
the authorities won't.
Yeah, they won't, and not with this idiot. So this guy decides to double down on his insanity,
Yep.
and we're going to tell you after the break what he said and his excuses. Because to me, that tells you everything you need to know about this movement.
Ooh,
That
Lordy.
tells you everything you need to know about this guy. So stick around. We're going to talk about it right after the break.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We've got a stand-up show coming up on March 20th at Nowhere Comedy Club. Go to eventbrite.com. At the end of the show, people have been asking us, can you do a live cheap seats? We're going to try.
We're gonna try it.
We're going to try and do a live cheap seats with you at the end of a stand-up show. We haven't done stand-up in a full set of stand-up for you guys in about a year. We're going to do it from the Nowhere Comedy Club. It's going to look so cool. Get your tickets now. It's going to be a really fun night, and then be there for the live cheap seats afterwards. Look up at eventbrite.com. And then on April 10th, Ryan Sickler
From the Honeydew.
It's going to be the Honey Dumb. It's going to be just dumb stories and embarrassing stories. Ryan Sickler is so good. Remember him from Dumb People Town? Where's the sliced cheese at the CVS? It's over by the car batteries and the greeting cards.
Oh,
you know.
by the gun rack and the Carmex?
By the paper towels and the distilled water.
Oh, okay.
And the windshield wiper fluid.
Right. By the apples and the nose trim hair.
By the day old, by the disposable cameras and the day old Halloween candy.
Okay.
It is. He's amazing. That's going to be great. That's on eventbrite.com. So check that out. When we left, this idiot Proud Boy who knew he stormed the Capitol, knew he had done something wrong,
had two passports on his wife's side of the master bedroom in their marital bed. They had been married for a couple years.
Yep.
The two passports. One was hers. The other looked like him,
but had a different name on it.
but a different name on it. And
Clearly,
then-
he's a flight risk. He's trying to get out of the country because he knows he did something wrong, but then got caught red-handed. And then these are their excuses.
He decides to double down on the insanity. According to court records, this imbecile said that the passport belongs to his wife's ex-boyfriend.
You know, when you break up with someone and then when you marry someone else, you just keep that old person's passport so they can't travel anywhere?
Yeah. Yeah. He said his wife...
Keep it right next to yours, just as a memento.
He said his wife of more than 2 years decided to hang on to the passport of her ex-boyfriend as a keepsake.
Just to remember all that great international travel they did before you got married with her and before their relationship went downhill. It's a
yeah.
weird thing to keep.
But not totally downhill because she still wants to keep the passport as a keepsake, so it couldn't have gone
his up-to-date passport. What if her ex-boyfriend wanted to storm the Capitol? What's he gonna do now?
And you know how you just let your ex-girlfriend keep a very important piece of your identity that's more valuable even than your driver's license?
If you're married to a woman and she has the T-shirt of an ex-boyfriend, that's a problem.
Right. But better to just give your ex-girlfriend your identity.
Yeah.
Because why not? She's no longer in your life. She's your ex.
A passport is more important than a driver's license. And you're just going to...
Things couldn't be saved in your relationship, and yet you're counting on this woman to save your passport and keep your documentation for you? I don't understand.
She's trustworthy. I mean, things ended in a horrible ball of flames.
Out. It was terrible, and yet this is a woman you want to make sure you hang on to your passport.
I'm going to let her keep the only thing that will allow me to get out of the country.
And why would you ever need your own passport? Yeah. But this just totally makes total sense. I don't know. This is an airtight argument right there.
I don't even know why anyone's questioning
him on this. This is enough to get him off. If anything, let the guy have some time to sort out the fact that his wife of over 2 years is clearly not over her ex-boyfriend. That's the message I get.
This has to be terribly traumatizing for that little proud boy, that proud little boy.
It hit him right in his namesake, in his pride.
That's right.
In his manhood. To be cuckolded by your wife of 2 years ex-boyfriend
in
this badly.
passport form.
Whew. That's in a federal document.
Who looks exactly like him, by the way.
This lady's got a type, I guess, Rand.
Yeah,
the lady's got a type.
Fat, white, bloated, sunburned.
This is our guy, red in the face. So this idiot, he expected the FBI to believe that his wife brought this passport belonging to her ex-boyfriend into their marital home.
Yeah, they were going to just be like, oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that.
That she decided to keep it right next to her passport. Right next to where?
To the conjugal bed.
To the conjugal marital bed. I'm shocked he didn't say, guys, sorry. Look, this is the only way that I can get off.
She'd open up his passport, and I have to let him watch the two of us.
And I'm having sex with my wife of 2 years, but I'm staring right into the eyes of her ex-boyfriend
and looking at his inability to travel out of the country. That power to me gets me off.
That's the only way I can do sex. That's the only way I can do it.
Look at the lengths this guy is going to avoid telling the truth.
Isn't that always so funny?
That is Trump 101,
when
baby.
Someone's fighting, working so hard just to tell a simple truth.
To pretzel themselves into, to back into what has happened, the quote unquote facts.
So when there's a really difficult way to tell the truth and then there's an easy way, the easy way is the way.
Yeah.
You storm the Capitol.
You stupidly stormed the Capitol. You believed in a lie, or maybe
committed
you didn't.
federal crimes.
Yeah. You trespassed and
you
destroyed property.
You deserve to spend the rest of your days behind bars.
Or a long time. Your life should be in ruins for what you did.
So you know that. So you're trying to flee the country under a different name using your own photo. It's actually not that smart of a plan.
Actually,
it's kind of like
the plan to storm the Capitol.
Right? There's a little organization, I guess.
Yeah.
But then, of course,
it's like they thought up to halfway.
Right.
I'll get his passport. We'll make it kind of look like him.
You didn't achieve any of your goals.
Right.
You got caught in the middle.
The election results weren't reversed.
The state's electoral college's votes were certified later that day. You didn't even push it a day.
The entire country frowned upon the violence and called that one of the blackest marks in our country's history.
The former president got linked to that violence.
Yeah.
And then you idiots went on TV and social media afterwards,
basically creating the own evidence against
clear paths for the authorities to find you. And then you think you can outsmart the FBI with a plan that a third grader would think is pretty basic and dumb.
On stupidity alone, you deserve to get caught.
And your dumb wife deserves to get caught too for digging in and helping.
And I think neither of you should be allowed to have a passport ever again. Why would you want to travel? What in your life would say, I need to see another culture? These people don't want to see other culture.
They don't appreciate other cultures.
Unless it's Germany, like you said.
Just sit in the shit that you created. Just sit in it, you dummies.
And that is a show. And that is how we do it, guys. Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected.
This is not a hoax.
But we got the jokes. We will see you tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da.